Peace, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for subscribing. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you can get notified for all future videos. But today we're going to talk about the Bold N1 right here on the left, right here. And both of these phones are actually all screen displays with pop-up selfie cameras. They both have these gel cases which come with both of the orders when you purchase. So that's why I wanted to show you that. But you can see that when it comes to the design of these things, we are getting a highly reflective back cover on the Bold, which is going to, when you put it in the light and it's exposed to light, it's going to give off like this rainbow reflection. Now, when you get the Honor 9X Pro, you're going to get more of like a, really like, it's going to have an emblem right here where it has an X in the middle, which is crazy. So you can see that we have dual cameras on the Bold right here, which is really cool. And you're also getting triple camera setup, which is really sick with the Honor 9X Pro. So basically, both of these phones came out around the same exact time. So the Bold N1 was actually released, it was announced in July 2019, but it was available in August 2019, whereas the 9X Pro actually was launched and it was announced in September and it was released in September. So about a 1 month difference. Honor 9X Pro is the newer device because it was released 1 month after. But when it comes to basically the body of these things, you are getting a heavier weight. When it comes to the Honor in the hand, it definitely has a heavier weight, whereas the Bold N1 is a little bit lighter. It's at 158 grams versus 163, so 10 grams heavier. And then when it comes to the displays, you're getting an AMOLED display on the Bold M1, and on the display of the Honor 9X Pro, you're actually getting a front nice glass, which right here you can see it's really nice, but it's an IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen at 6.59 inches, basically 6.6 inches. So we have a 6.6 inch display here, and on the Bold M1 we actually have a 6.4 inch. Now, when it comes to the resolutions of both devices, you're getting a 1080 by 2340 pixels on the Honor 9X Pro, and you're getting a 48 megapixel camera right here, which is going to be crazy. Also, this thing does have 8 gigabytes of internal storage memory, which is 8 gigabytes of RAM, and a 4000 milliamp hour battery, which is really cool. Now, when it comes to the Bold, you're getting a 16 megapixel camera, which can get up to 96 megapixels shots on the photos when they use the software, and you are getting 4 gigabytes of RAM and a 3500 milliamp hour battery. Now, both of these devices do have pop-up selfie cameras. They both have lift to wake. So when you tilt them vertically, automatically the screen will come on right away, which is cool. And then they both have that facial recognition. Well, actually, I lied. Neither of these devices have facial recognition, but the side-mounted fingerprint is on the Honor 9X Pro, and then the in-display fingerprint sensor is on the Bold N1. So you're getting a side fingerprint right here, which is actually really efficient and really fast. You just hit that and it's a little bit faster than the fingerprint. So let's test them at the same time. So you see that I just touched that and it's on. And then when you turn this on, you just gotta hold that for like 3 seconds at least, 2 seconds at least. That took longer. Let me try that one more time. And it actually depends where how your finger is positioned. When you register your fingerprint, you want to make sure that you register it accurately. So you got to apply a little bit of pressure on that. Whereas this one, as soon as you put your finger on that thing, it actually works perfectly fine. So I gotta say, overall the speed of the side mounted fingerprint sensor is a little bit quicker. Oh, so when it comes to the materials of these things, you are getting real glass on both of these devices, which is really great. Both of these things are really solid materials on the back, which is really cool. Also, you are getting real metal on both devices, so you're getting real metal. It's not that fake cheap material, which is really cool to see. But overall, the materials are honestly really good. But you are getting Gorilla Glass 5 on the Bold N1, which is really crazy, which is really good to see. So you can see it depends on the angle you put it at with the fingerprint sensor, but if you position it correctly, it will work every single time. But we're getting Android Pie on both devices as far as the software, and we're getting all the screen displays, as you can see right here. So I wanted to open up the cameras because both of these devices do have pop-up selfie cameras. So let's just see which one will actually open up quicker. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. That was like at the same exact time. You can see right here, the footage actually will come out a lot better on the Honor 9X Pro, but the only thing is that it will wash out your face a little bit, giving you a little bit lighter skin complexion than what you actually have. Whereas the Bold N1 seems to retain certain contrast, which is cool. So let me just take a photo. I'm trying not to put the selfie lips. Alright, so that's the photo. Then I'll take a video of both devices on the front facing camera, and I'll put that in the video as well, side by side. For 403 pixels per inch, whereas the Honor 9X Pro offers 391. So as far as the chipset on the Bold N1, we're getting MediaTek MT6771V Helio P70 12 nanometer, and then you're getting a 7 nanometer high silicon Kirin 810 on the Honor 9X Pro, which is crazy. So you're getting 128 gigabytes of internal storage on the Honor 9X Pro. And you're also getting 128 gigabytes of internal storage on the Bold N1, but you're getting 8 gigabytes of RAM here and 4 here. So it actually doubles it when it comes to the storage. Just by a hair with those colors that it's offering. I'm not sure if you could see like the saturation difference, but to the naked eye, these are a bit more rosy and these are a bit more deeper reds. So honestly, they're a little bit more brighter on the AMOLED display, but honestly, I wouldn't complain either way which one of these things I'm using, because that all the screen display is actually really, really nice. So when you go to the navigation here, you can change between the gesture feature key or the nav dock, whereas you still get the full screen here as well, or the 3 key, or you could even do the all screen display, which is really crazy on both. So I like how you get the all screen display on both. They actually perform really well. There's a lot of features built in on these phones as well. So I definitely could say that if you're somebody who doesn't like stock Android, you rather prefer a lot of features and settings to choose from, you're gonna get that on both of these devices. Right here, as you can see, the color hue is a little bit more whiter on the Honor, which is honestly more my preference. I like whiter screens. Also, if you go to the Geekbench scores right here, which I'll pull up right here, I'll just compare them really quick. And since I have the Geekbench scores, and right here you can see that they're listed, and right here you can see the difference between the performance when I go check when I compare them, and right here you can see that the edge is going to the Honor 9X Pro. So this one has the Kirin processor, this one has the MediaTek processor. Hopefully you did find this information helpful, but I definitely like using both of these phones as my daily drivers, and both of my SIM cards are in these devices. These are my 2 phones I'm using right now. But if you have any questions, leave them down below, and make sure you show your support and appreciation by hitting the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. But in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending where you are, have a great night. Later, crew. Peace.